Most people move through life following invisible scripts, rules, beliefs, and values they never chose but inherited from family, culture, or tradition. As Friedrich Nietzsche observed, the greatest prison is not the walls society builds around us, but the ones we reinforce within our own minds. We cling to borrowed ideas, afraid to question, to rebel, or even to think for ourselves. Yet true freedom begins not with overthrowing external authority, but with the courage to confront the internal chains that bind us. Nietzsche's piercing insight reveals a paradox. Humans often believe they are free while living in mental captivity. From childhood, we absorb moral codes, social norms, and religious doctrines without scrutiny. These inherited frameworks offer comfort, a pre-written path to follow. But comfort comes at a cost. When we outsource our thinking, we surrender autonomy. We become echoes of others rather than voices of our own. The German philosopher's warning is clear. The human soul is not imprisoned by external restrictions, but because its owner does not dare to break the internal chains within himself. Why do we fear questioning these chains? Because authenticity is risky. To doubt tradition is to invite disapproval. To rebel is to face isolation. Society rewards conformity and punishes dissent. Yet history's most transformative figures, thinkers, artists, revolutionaries, were those who dared to dismantle their mental shackles. Socrates drank hemlock for asking too many questions. Galileo was silenced for challenging dogma. Their crimes were not acts of defiance against the world, but of loyalty to their own truth. The journey to self-liberation starts with honesty. It demands asking uncomfortable questions. Do I truly believe this, or was I taught to? Whose life am I living? Mine or someone else's version of it? This introspection is terrifying because it forces us to stand alone, without the crutch of collective approval. Yet Nietzsche argues that only in this solitude do we discover genuine freedom. True freedom begins when we are honest with ourselves, he writes, and that is what we fear. Breaking free doesn't require grand rebellions. It begins in small acts of mental independence, questioning a long-held assumption, rejecting a toxic norm, or simply pausing to ask, why? Every time we choose our own thoughts over inherited dogma, we weaken the chains. Over time, these choices accumulate into a life lived deliberately, not by default. Nietzsche's message is urgent in an age of algorithmic opinions and viral ideologies. Blind conformity is easier than ever, but so is self-deception. The call to awaken isn't just philosophical, it's practical. Who would you be if you stopped living by others' scripts? What world might we create if more people dared to think, truly think, for themselves? The chains are unlockable. The key lies in your willingness to reach for it. Be prosperous and share happiness.